Hello everyone, welcome to Voice of the Wild. We have another really interesting episode for you. With me I have an amazing nature educator, Mr. Sagar Mahajan. He has completed his MSc in Wildlife Conservation and Management from Bandodkar College in Thane. He is currently working with CEC DNHS. We will be talking about his journey from being a student of mechanical engineering to being a naturalist at a prestigious conservation organization like DNHS. We welcome you, Sagar. We are glad to have you here.
Thank you very much, Vani. It's very nice to have you. Thank you very much for inviting me on this show.
Okay, so to break the ice, let's begin with some questions, I guess.
Yes.
So, as I said in the introduction, that you made a journey from being a mechanical engineering student to what you are today. What motivated you to take that decision and to leave college and follow your passion?
It's again more of a passion that motivates most of us who work in the field of wildlife in general. I have been fascinated about the diversity of life on our planet right from my childhood. So, in those days, I watched nothing but Discovery Channel, Nat Geo, Animal Planet, and the likes of it. So, even though I went for technical education later on, this passion for wildlife was stuck inside somewhere, and eventually which came out and got expressed like a dominant gene. And you should
Yeah.
have seen the look on the face of my dad when I told him that I don't want to do engineering. He took a pause of a couple of seconds and he said, 3 days dekha na tune? And I'm like, oh my god, wrong time. Yeah, so that was it.
Okay. So it's nice that you've made such a huge journey, but we really would want to know, how did you get into this? Like, what was your first project as a student, and how did you manage to do it along with your college?
Yes. So it was not exactly that I to do it simultaneously with my college. So after going out from engineering, getting out from the engineering, I only know one thing that I want to be. I want to have biology on my degree written somewhere. So
Yeah.
wildlife was I didn't know anything about wildlife. Like I didn't know that you could pursue this as a profession. So I went for microbiology, which was suggested by most of the people. So I went for it, and in the second year of microbiology, we had this conference. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Conference on biodiversity in our college. It was a national conference, and that's what was eye opener for me. So I saw a lot of people working in conservation. This person is conserving some silly bird, that person is conserving some animal, and this is doing some research on spider. I mean, what is this? Is this even a thing? So
Yeah.
during one of the break sessions of that conference, I met this person named Prem Sagar Mestri. He seemed very down to earth person. It was just because I saw him presenting on this dais, I came to know that this person is a scientist. Otherwise, you wouldn't, that this person is a scientist or such a famous person. Very
Yeah.
down to earth person. I went to him and talked to him, like, what do you do? And he had his presentation on egrets, because that's what he is working on for his PhD. So,
Yeah.
along the conversation, he said that if you want, you can come and join us and see the study site. And, okay, I was like, and the next vacation, I contacted him and I went to his place. And once we reached the place, the next day we were supposed to go to the study site. So, speaking of
Yeah.
egrets, I was wondering that it must be some marshland or a water body of that sort. So, and our vehicle
Yeah.
was going on a hillock. And I was like, how do you find egrets and herons on a hillock? And once we reached
Yeah.
the top, we had to hike again. And once we reached the watchtower, he showed me, look, there is the vulture, and there is the other nest, there is another nest. Well, okay, sir, where are the egrets? He's like, no, no, this is what you are working on, the vultures. I was
Yeah. So
very
it was a
overwhelmed.
surprise.
Pardon?
I'm saying it was a surprise.
Yes, yes, it was a big surprise and a really overwhelming experience. So I started working there, volunteering, nest monitoring. I didn't know anything of the research strategies and all. So I just kept taking notes of whatever I could see on the nest, whatever is happening. So that was all about my first project. I did that for a few months, and then came back to Mumbai. And you must be knowing the feeling that once you get out of the field, come into the city, everything changes.
Yeah.
The way you look at your surrounding, the way you listen to the surrounding. So when I used to take a stroll into the college with my friends, the friends would ask, "Oh, Sagar, do you know that girl? She looks pretty." And I would be like, yes, I think that's a female of purple rump sunbird." So that's what it was about. That's all like.
Yeah,
So
a
that's
big
what
change
my
after you
yes,
get into
yes, a
the
big
wild.
change. Yes, yes.
That's amazing. So,
Thanks.
you got into the wildlife field after this project, I must say.
Yeah.
So, so one more interesting thing that I found out about you is that you joined a place called Pagdandi Safaris as a naturalist while you were doing your MSc in wildlife. And tell us something about that whole experience and how was it to get out of college once more and pursue some a job in this field.
Yes. So actually, after my graduation, I did not have any plans on studying further, because of the
Hmm.
financial conditions that we're facing. So I straight away took up a job in an environmental consultancy. And
Hmm.
after a couple of months, I changed my mind when the admissions for this course started. So I took the admission somehow into the course, and again moving forward after one semester, I realized that this is not working. I have to manage some finances,
Hmm.
or if I want to do this course, I should do some job and come back. And this friend
Yeah.
of mine, Sahil, he told me that there is this thing called naturalist that you can do. It's in and around the national parks, and all I know was that you have to take the uh, tourists to the forest, and you have to track the tigers and show them the
Yeah.
other biodiversity. And I mean, when it comes to hospitality industry, it's all about ethics and etiquettes and all. So I didn't know that I have it in me. So when he and my professor Ashutosh Joshi, they were insisting me on going for it. um,
Hmm.
uh, so I was kind of procrastinating because I was not very confident about
Yeah.
that. So yeah, so one day he asked me ki, Sagar, did you apply for Pagdandi Safaris? I was like, no, I don't have passport photo scanned. I don't have money for that. And he snapped at me. And Vanish, he snapped at me like anything. He said, "You remember that picture I took of you at Mathiran?" I
Yeah.
said, "Yes, okay, yes, I remember that. Crop the face of yours and put it on the email. No, that's all they need, the full
Yeah.
face profile." So that's
Yeah.
how it began, and they called me up for an interview, and we were supposed to go to Painch, and at Painch, it was one day interview on field and the face to face interview. After that interview, next day I was supposed to leave for Mumbai. So next day, the co-founder of Pagdandi Safaris, Mr. Mano Khanduja, he calls me over for breakfast, and he asked me, "Sagar, तेरा मुंबई जाना जरूरी है अभी?" And that second, मेरे दिमाग में इतना कुछ चला ना, वानी, like what would my parents
Hmm.
think, what would my teachers think, what would they say, what would my mother's uncle think, what would his daughter think. So itna sab I had to think in a fraction of second, and the very
Yeah.
one third of next second I said, nahi sir, ठीक है तो training चालू कर ले कल से. And that's how it began. I
Yeah.
must agree that yes, I did not have everything that it needed to be, but
Hmm.
over the period of time, you kind of get on with it. You learn a lot.
Yeah. And I guess that one decision made a lot of difference in your
A
life, right?
lot of
For
change,
what you
lot
are
of
right
change.
now.
That fraction of second
Yeah.
decided what I am today.
Yeah. So, what was your favorite memory of when you were working as a naturalist at Pagdandi?
Oh, you don't say. So there was this thing that we planned. It was a cycling safari. We had to in this safari we would be we cycled from Pench National Park to Kanha National Park via a corridor forest, via the corridor forest. So it was
Oh.
kind of a huge deal for me. You don't get to see
Hmm.
corridor forest very easily. It requires special kind of permission. So it was big deal for me. And my boss said,
Hmm.
ki, whenever you don't have safari in the morning, you take the bicycle and go till Pargate and
Yeah.
come back. That way, your legs will be accustomed, and your body will be
Hmm.
accustomed to cycle. So one fine morning I did not have a safari, and I went for cycling. So
Yeah.
the point that comes during the cycling, when there is a straight smooth downhill road, what do? You just relax your legs and let it go, let the breeze come
Yeah.
on your face. So
Hmm.
that day was even better because I could see deers on my right hand side with in the buffer zone, and on the left hand side it was this thing, a field, a farmhouse under construction. So and my bike was in really good speed, and there was a pile of rocks just
Hmm.
around 10-15 feet away from me. It was on the left hand side. So uh, all of a sudden, with a lightning speed, a huge tiger sprang from behind that pile of rocks. It took one
Oh.
leap on the road and next leap right onto the deers. And I applied
Okay.
both the brakes with full force with both my hands, and
Yeah.
my back of the this hind tire, it was all in the air, and thankfully it did not go all over round. So
Yeah.
and I think that's what disturbed the tiger's kill, and he could not make the kill successfully.
Okay.
And I was in
Okay.
shock because there were no deer, and I was the only one. So he just looked
Yeah.
at me and went away, probably saying something like, nah, too skinny.
That's right. Or probably that this won't taste really good.
Probably.
That's amazing. It's nice to have such experiences, they stay
Yes,
with you
yes,
forever.
yes,
Yeah. So, if I'm not mistaken, you left your job after a while and decided to complete your MSc, which is like a really rare
yes,
phenomenon. It doesn't really happen that once you start working, you again switch to studying. So, that's really
yes,
something really great that you did.
yes,
And
thanks.
then you worked with BNHS. Currently, you're working with BNHS. So, how has that
Yes,
experience been? Like,
yes, it is
BNHS is one of the most reputed ones. So,
yes,
working
yes.
with them is like amazing.
Yes, so it's been a great privilege working with both these organizations. Pagdandi Safaris is also very well known in the line of wildlife tourism, and BNHS is one of the most reputed organizations in wildlife conservation. I
Yeah.
mean, it's been working since 1883. 137 years is
Yeah.
no joke. So
Yeah.
yes, it's been a very great experience. And one thing that I have realized working with BNHS is that I have got a lot of good exposure to the outside world. So
Yeah.
that's one thing. And I work with the education department, this Conservation Education Center of Mumbai. So and I like
Okay.
educating. So yes, I really like working here at BNHS, and that's what kind of I was doing at Pagdandi Safaris. You're going into the jungle, and when you are
Yeah.
guiding a tourist, you are educating the tourist. That's what you are doing. So
Yeah.
yes, there is
Agreed.
that similarity.
Yeah. So have you had such amazing experiences in BNHS as well when it
Yes,
comes to field?
yes, yes, quite a few actually. I mean, when it comes to field, you're saying. on the
Yeah.
when on a nature trail. Yes.
Yeah.
So it was not exactly a nature trail. But I was just on a
Yeah.
stroll. I was just on a stroll, and I think I went out of our center to get something. And once I was back in the center, I was going toward the center, and there is this road exactly parallel to our center. It's we call it the forest road because only the forest officials use them. It
Yeah.
was just near the butterfly garden that I reached, and I saw a leopard just walking slowly towards the forest road. I didn't know what to do
That's
exactly. Should I scream or should I? I don't know. So, but thankfully, I have been working I have been working on researching on leopards since a while now. So, not
yeah.
screaming was the only good option available.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really nice. We've been on many trails together, like I and you, and we've gone
Yes.
to Mathiran a few times with each other.
Hmm.
And I've always seen you being really passionate about this place, and you always talk about Mathiran a lot. And what is it that makes you so crazy about this place and makes you want to go there again and again? Have you had like some amazing experiences there as well? Like, what is it that gets you so happy about this place?
Yeah, so yes, we I have had experiences, but it's not those experiences that attaches me to this place. So like I said, when I
Okay.
came back from the project, I had a different perspective to look at the world, and just when I started MSc, I had a lot of my uh, you know all my classmates were from different backgrounds, and one of these classmates, he was really expert into this line from the beginning. So he introduced me to this place, and he took us to a night trail at Mathiran.
Hmm.
And that was
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, that night it changed my perspective of looking towards Mathiran. It was not just another hill station for me, because that's where I started learning a lot about wildlife. I started self studying, and the place where you start studying it uh, has a special place in your heart. So
Yeah.
that's what attaches me. Yes, I did have quite a lot experiences again in Mathiran. So
Yeah.
once on a nature trail, I think we were there on that nature trail when we could actually smell something like leopard. Were you there on the trail?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
I was
yes,
there.
yes, you were there. Yes,
Yeah, yeah. We could
and we
smell
were
the leopard
yes,
markings.
yes, yes, and
Yeah,
was so scary.
yeah.
So
But
those
that
kind of
was a once in a lifetime experience, though.
yes, yes, yes.
Like standing there in the brink of midnight and then you smell a leopard
Yes.
and you don't know where to go.
Yeah, exactly.
That
And the
is,
smell comes with
yeah,
the wind. If you're
yeah,
watching animal, that is another thing. But if the animal is
yeah.
watching you, that is completely different thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice. So I remember of one more experience that we've had when we were, very frustrated that we couldn't really have any sightings, and we thought that it would be a cold night. But
Yeah.
end of the trail, we saw this cat snake having its
Yes.
meal,
Yes.
and
Yes.
that is something
Oh
that has
goodness.
stayed with me.
Yeah. It was a
That is something that
really.
has stayed with me after that day.
Mhm.
It was really
Yeah.
amazing. Like
I
that
can
is
see
some
from the wallpaper of your phone.
really.
It tells the
Yeah, that
story.
photograph is my wallpaper yet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a very
Yeah.
good natural
So
history experience, event that we got to witness.
yeah, yeah,
And the
that was
frog
really
was
amazing. Like
so bulging. We thought that it is going to explode and the blood is gonna splatter
yeah.
on ours. But still,
Yeah.
we got stuck to that. Still, we wanted to see the frog completely gone into the mouth of the snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that is why we are crazy about nature.
Yes. Yes. That's what makes us.
Yeah, it's full of that adrenaline rush. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so lastly, if we would love if you could share some ways or tips that helped you be what you are today, from being a simple student like what we were, from a completely different field, to being
Mm-hmm.
like someone who's really prominent now with wildlife. What are some things that helped you to get what you where you are today?
Yes. Like I said, I didn't know how to pursue a career in wildlife. So, to
Yeah,
start with, I would suggest those who want to pursue the career or those who look at wildlife as a passion, I would suggest those to keep tabs on what is happening in the world right now. And on top of that, what is happening um, nearby you. Narrow it down to the areas nearby you and who is running what project, what is going on, and try to see if it is possible for you to get into project in
yeah,
that project as an intern or as a volunteer or whatever it is. Never be hesitant
hmm,
to write to a concerned person or to talk to the concerned person. I don't think that he is going to judge you, even if he is going to judge you. It is worth the
yeah,
shot. So
yeah,
even if you are newbie and you have no experience in the line, expressing your interest to people, that might just get you in. So, like I said, I when I talked to Prem Sagar Mestri,
yeah,
he got me in because I expressed. I guess that's what got me into that project. And
yeah,
yeah, so if you're seriously thinking about a career in wildlife, you have to spend a lot of time on field and learn as much as
yeah,
possible on the field itself.
yeah. Okay. So thank you so much, Sagar, for being here today. It is really amazing to have you, and your stories have really inspired me throughout the year. And
Thanks.
even now, I'm sure it's going to impress a lot of our viewers. And I'm really glad
Thanks.
to have you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. A closing statement from me to those who are
Yeah,
again want to pursue. There would be very
yeah,
few people to support you in this line and plenty more to criticize.
yeah,
Even if you climb the Mount Everest or dive in Mariana Trench, you will have criticizers, but you have to be on your part. Do not get discouraged and keep doing your job.
yeah,
And most of
yeah,
them criticize you out of the envy of your work. You know, so I have
yeah,
quite a
indeed.
few, and that's what keeps us going. Nothing more matters
Yeah,
more than the passion. To quote an anonymous writer, when passion drives you, nothing can hold you back.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I guess if we have the amount of passion that is needed to be in the field, I don't think any amount of people could stop us from doing
No,
what we really want to.
no, you're right.
That's Yeah. Thank you so much, Sagar.
Thank you, Ani. Thank you very much for inviting me, and it
You're
was
welcome.
very nice interacting with you here. Thanks.
Yeah, welcome. I hope you all enjoyed this session. Such interviews really help motivate us to get into wildlife studies. Do like and share if you like such interviews and interactive sessions. Also, please support us on Patreon to show appreciation towards our young team. Thank you so much and see you next time.